Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to My Deep Guide and to another quick edition of My Deep Guide news. Let's begin with the slew of the new Boox devices, which would be the Palma, Note Air 4C and the Note Max. As I mentioned in the video before, both of these, Note Air 4C and Note Max, I know that My Deep Guide will be getting the review sample devices, so you will be able to see them on My Deep Guide, and Palma 2 I will request, and then hopefully that is something that you will be able to see on My Deep Guide as well, because I want to bring you the standard look of unboxing and in-depth reviews so that we have full coverage of these new devices, so you can compare, contrast and compare and see what's what and where's what. By the time that this video comes out, I believe that the Note Air 4C will already be here, because yeah, it's already in Norway, so it's a matter of days until it actually arrives here. Note Max, I do not have any information on it yet, because they're unsure about logistics either. So we'll have to wait for that, and the same thing goes for the Palma 2 as well. So as soon as I get more info on that, I'll post either new MDG news, or you will see it when the unboxing videos come out, because usually I make the unboxing videos as soon as these things come up, and then I prioritize them in the queue of videos that is already here. I will be taking an in-depth look at the OS 4 as well, and then compare it to the OS 3 in general, because this is something that's going to be a major, or it sounds like it's going to be a major improvement and departure from the standards that we've seen so far on the non-tab Boox devices. So that would be the fourth thing that you can look forward to. And yes, I know that I've mentioned previously that I should do an update and things like that, a review of the updates, 3 point this, 3 point that. But as you've seen, there's so many things coming out on e-ink related that it's simply a matter of priorities. But in this case, the OS 4 version, jump to a completely new version, definitely is a priority that it's not something that I should do, it's something that I will do. Then the next big one is of course going to be the in-depth review of the Dasung Paperlike Color Revo, or revolutionary display that I've already done the unboxing and first impressions of. This is a big video, so this is something that requires a lot of custom setups and different camera setups and different lighting setups and different everything setups in order to kind of capture the footage in a objective and realistic ways. So it's something that's actually meaningful for you guys to, when you're watching, that you can see something that makes sense, especially when we're talking about a device that is $1,800 expensive, and that is so super highly specialized that yeah, it's only a handful of people who are going to be able to A, afford it, and B, be able to justify that kind of price for their own needs, right? So that's why a video like this is definitely going to take more time to kind of complete, because yeah, importance and the logistics of it as well, because it's fairly difficult and demanding to kind of do all of these things. But that is something that's already in production. Some of the footage has been made, but some footage I'm, for example, waiting for a sunny day and maybe grab a opportunity to do that if it happens that at that time I'm able to do that, etc, etc. That's something that you should be looking forward to in the very near future. I'm also going to be bringing out the in-depth review of the PenStar eNote. I believe they've changed it to the Note 10 or eNote, whatever, but the PenStar eNote, I believe it's called. That one, I've performed majority of tests there, but I wanted to have an opportunity to spend more time with the device to actually learn the platform and the ins and outs, and I just keep kind of encountering new things as well. But the major problem for me here is the fact that I am in the middle of a crunch period of time of finalizing my video game that I've been working on and developing for 5 years, and now it's crunch time. It's been crunch time for months actually, but now it's like the crunch of the crunch time, and I'm basically having 14 to 17 hour work days every day, no weekends or anything like that, and then I try to squeeze in 1 or 1.5 day for my deep guide related stuff when I record the videos and things like that. And standardized things like Boox devices, Remarkable, and all that kind of stuff, I am able to kind of slot them in. But the AI Paperlike and the PenStar as well, those are challenges because I need to spend time with a device like that, with a platform like that, and kind of, you know, dig the ins and outs of it, etc. All of which requires time, which I desperately do not have at all. So the PenStar in-depth review will happen. It is something that I'm working on, and majority of it, the tests and everything, is prepared for it to actually get to the recording stage, but there are a couple of things still missing that I need to get kind of pinpointed so that I'm comfortable enough to actually, you know, wrap everything up and then record it and bring you an in-depth review. So it's delayed, but it is still planned, and it is something that you should be looking forward to come out on My Deep Guide, because I think that the PenStar eNote is a genuinely very, very interesting device on the overcrowded and chaotic market that is the eNote market currently that we have. And of course, any other you know, news that actually come out between recording, you know, this episode and when the new schedule comes out for me to record new episodes and schedule them on My Deep Guide, I'm gonna try and cover everything as it comes out. But I need to be completely transparent that in this period of time, my absolute priority is the crunch time and the development and finalizing of the game. And yeah, My Deep Guide, I am absolutely giving my best to continue delivering this on a regular basis and cover it as much as I can, the news, the new devices and things like that, so that you guys are, you know, covered. But the amount of time that I can actually dedicate to the production, recording and editing of these videos is fairly limited, and it will remain so at least until end of November or something like that. So that is something that you should kind of keep in mind, and it does genuinely belong in the MDG news section as a separate kind of thing, so that you know why we're like, why isn't there like a video exactly doing this and that and blah blah blah. Yeah, this is why, because I do not have time to allocate for everything. So I'm just like prioritizing things as much as I can, and only the highest priorities come on My Deep Guide and are going to be covered. And I'm still going to do like 2 videos a week, sometimes even 3, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the reality of the situation as it is now. All right, that's it from me. Please do let me know in the comments down below what other things you may be interested in, and what other new stuff would you like me to kind of cover in this type of episodes. I do get the point, like, covering genuine news regarding e-ink related stuff, and that is something that I will do, but only after this really dreadfully stressful period is finished and done, because yeah, only then will I have enough focus and energy to actually, you know, do all of this stuff in a proper way. Until then, I'm gonna do it in this way, where it's like, again, prioritization, as I mentioned. But I do value your comments, and I do value your suggestions as well. So that is something that is absolutely going to be heard and taken into consideration, because I read all the comments and all that kind of stuff. It's just that it may not be implemented immediately, but just because it's not implemented immediately, it doesn't mean that it's, you know, out in one ear, out the other. It just means that it needs to kind of wait for its time, and then if it is something that resonates with me and makes sense, then it's something that I will implement it. So I do value your input really immensely, and I'm grateful for that. So please do let me know in the comments down below. That's it from me. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you enjoy this format. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye.